The sequence of Prime, Virion. This is a one-man band, and it's a sci-fi concept album about a virus that comes from outer space. As soon as it penetrates our atmosphere, it begins devouring everything, and we dive into this just chaos. Our air, our oceans, our land, and everything is just being destroyed. It just paints this horrific picture through grind, doom, industrial thrash, and it's all very rough around the edges. Kylesa, Spiral Shadow. This time around, Kylesa inject 90s alternative rock into their psychedelic, crusty sludge sound, and this definitely makes me feel like I'm back in high school again. Sick stuff. I was highly surprised when I heard this. I didn't even like it at first, but it grew on me significantly. Electric Wizard, Black Masses. This is easily their most drugged out, psychedelic album to date. I didn't even like this album at first. I was anticipating being just beaten over the head with 50 tons of bass, and that bass is somewhat lowered and distortion is turned up. It just sounds like this thing was recorded in a cave in the middle of nowhere. But this is easily their most catchy record and easily their most filthy sounding record. Juicifer, Throned in Blood. Juicifer stripped down their sound to bare bone, cut all the fat. There's no Portishead type sound ventures. There's nothing like that. This is just bare bones, dirty, fast, pummeling, crusty sludge, chock full of dirge. Nails, Unsilent Death. This album is 15 minutes long, a blistering, grinding hardcore, and I'm loving the fact that consistently throughout this record, it just feels like the entire sound is just going to fall apart. This has some of the sickest breakdowns I've heard this year too. Black Breath, Heavy Breathing. This is a grinding hardcore band that embeds black metal riffs and blues riffs into their sound. Nice concoction of sound, very fast, lean, and at times it just feels like the old Danzig days, especially towards the end of this record. Sick, sick stuff. Enslaved, Axima Ethica Odini. This is a 70s prog / black metal hybrid and clean 70s rock vocal style and guttural black metal vocal style are in constant swirl around each other, as well as the sound is in constant swirl around those two styles as well. And it just totally makes me feel young. Blood Revolt and Doctrine, and the true champion of this record is the drum production. Very marching, war sounding, all up in your grill type drum production. And if you are looking to be just battered by drums and leave your head in an absolute twister, this is definitely a record for you, for all you drum buffs out there. Nice, thick, heavily distorted guitar work and vocal deliveries by the vocalist from Primordial, who gives this passionate yet psychotic vocal delivery. Triptychon, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I just remember first listening to this record and the hairs on my arms literally stood up. These massive, lingering, just huge metal riffs. The absolute power that this record possesses just has me in absolute awe. And my #1 record to come out this year was Starkweather, This Sheltering Night. And this album is just rich with complex riffs and patterns. Vocals switch from clean to black metal to hardcore. And there's also all these other like voices in the underbelly of this sound just saying things and whispering things. And experimental hip-hop act Dalek collaborated with Starkweather on the atmosphere on this record. And their collaboration on this record just creates these thick, psychotic walls of industrial decay. Definitely my favorite record of 2010. So yeah, that's my tops for 2010. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.